Rapid Fire Quiz on 104.1 KRB.
All right, up for grabs. This is a major prize. Jelly Roll sold out like immediately.
This is very exciting.
Not only do we have tickets, great seats, we've got a parking pass.
Thanks to Raising Cane's, my friends at Raising Cane's, they gave us 4 field-level tickets to Jelly Roll, and they included a premium parking pass.
My son drove an hour. He lives in Illinois just to go to Raising Cane's.
Really?
They have nothing in his area.
Wow.
I told him, dude, you should try and start one. And I saw how much it cost to start one. I'm like,
Franchise that?
sorry, can't help you, buddy.
Daddy can bankroll it.
At Cane's
I don't have
house.
$2 million.
So here's how it's going to work. The winner of the Rapid Fire Quiz, it will be somebody in this room, but there is a listener connected to the person in the room that will win. Jennifer is playing along with Eric. Another Jennifer is playing along with Sam. Alyssa is playing along with Ahmad, and Richie is playing along with me. So we got Richie, Jennifer, Alyssa. They're lined up, hoping that we are on our game today.
Now, since
And Ryan, everyone's hoping you're on your game today.
Yeah,
I was off last week.
So that we can get through this quiz, baby.
So the order is, since Eric won last week, Sam, you will kick things off, followed by Ahmad, Roula, and then Eric.
Oh, champion. Champion.
The champion.
For now.
Oh, my God. Get us through the game.
I got to enjoy it. It's about to be short-lived.
Okay, so 75 seconds for the first round. We go 3 rounds. Whoever has the least amount of points in the first round is out. We're only eliminating one person in the first round because not 5 of us playing.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Are you ready? Sam, we start with you.
Hope so.
All right,
Okay.
75 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Sam, in 3, 2, 1. A giant fictional ape who climbed the Empire State Building.
Godzilla.
Oh, my God. Ahmad, Katniss Everdeen is a character from this movie series.
The Hunger Games.
Roula, a river that flows through Cairo, Egypt. Cairo,
The Nile.
Egypt. Yes. Eric, what company's slogan is just do it?
Nike.
Sam, what is a 4-year college degree called?
A bachelor's.
Ahmad, what movie was accidentally awarded Best Picture in 2017?
La La Land.
Roula, what country has the most money invested in the USA?
China.
Eric, what is the most abundant gas in our atmosphere?
Farts.
That's what I would say.
Sam, who played Edward Scissorhands? Ahmad, what company has the slogan, I'm loving it?
McDonald's.
Oh my gosh.
Roula, furry rodent with a flat tail that builds dams.
Beaver.
Eric, they fly spacecraft for NASA.
Astronauts.
Sam, a movie where a man with a low IQ witnesses historical events.
Oh, man.
Ahmad, when you turn red from embarrassment.
Blushing.
Sam.
Roula, he is the founder of Meta and Facebook.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Eric, Lightning McQueen is a character from this kid's film.
Time.
Oh, yeah, Cars. Did he get it? It was on the buzzer.
I mean, I'm out anyways.
doesn't matter.
I'm out anyways.
if Sam had that last point, it'd be a tie. We'd be like, real chintzy on
so
Eric's
King
answer.
Kong
But
climbed
we
the
can't.
Empire State Building.
So I don't get the point.
Even if you didn't get the point, you still had 2, and she only had 1. She missed Forrest Gump, Johnny Depp, and King Kong.
I almost
And you
said
missed fart
Johnny
gas.
Knoxville.
What's the guess?
Methane,
Nitrogen.
hydrogen,
Yeah.
Yeah, with all the
hydrogen,
cows
oxygen.
and stuff, there's lots of farts out
Yeah.
there.
My mind immediately went to farts.
Yeah.
Things said on the show. Come on.
Yeah, so
Okay,
who went
so
last?
no Sam.
Sorry,
Eric
Sam.
went last, so Ahmad starts this
Where
round.
do I get to go first
I'm
since
so
Cars didn't
sorry.
count?
Yeah, if
Jennifer.
Cars didn't count, Eric gets to go again.
Okay.
No, look at
I
him.
think-
Look at his face, y'all. He's tricking us. We got that on camera. Did you see his face?
No.
Yes, he was like, I get to go again. He's like smiling because he knows he has an
No.
advantage if he goes first.
No.
Yes, he did. Look at him. Look at that smile.
Roula, Eric.
I've worked with you for 20 years. I know that face.
Yeah.
You
Did I
are
do
a
that?
shifty
Yes, you
one.
did.
You are shifty.
Fine, give me a point then. All right, Ahmad, go ahead.
You went 75 or 60?
60 in this round.
Ahmad, Rue.
Look at that face. I just know that face. Okay.
Be a good sport, Rolla. Your mom's listening in the car.
That's right. Hi, Mom.
Happy birthday.
Eric's trying to win for you because he's trying to win favorite
I'm trying to
child.
dedicate it to you.
Trying to win favorite child.
Eric's trying to win favorite
Love
child and
it.
my mom. Okay, let's go. Second round.
60 seconds on the clock. We start with Eric in 3.
Nope, no, Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Oh,
yeah, I'll go
Sure.
first.
Okay,
Yeah,
Ahmad.
it's Ahmad,
Okay.
then Roula, then Eric.
Please,
All
no,
right,
sports,
here we go.
sports.
No.
Ahmad
Might
in
win the
3,
advantage.
2, 1. Ahmad, the shelf above a fireplace is called what? Roula, they
that
kill
one?
bugs
I
and
don't have
rodents.
Exterminators.
Eric, what company has the slogan "Finger Licking Good"?
KFC.
Ahmad, a large painting or art painted on a wall.
A mural.
Rula, sci-fi actor that Jeff Bezos took to space.
Oh, William Shatner.
Yes. Eric, a place in the body where two bones come together.
Joint.
Ahmad, Netflix show about a female chess prodigy.
The Queen's Gambit.
Rula, they used to be known as airplane stewardesses. What are they called now?
Flight attendants.
Eric, queso means what?
Cheese.
Ahmad, in this movie, a thief enters the dreams of others to steal secrets.
Inception.
Rula, what year did 50 Cent's Indie Club reach number one?
I'm going to guess 2012.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Eric, sweet,
at all.
sticky yellow fluid made by bees.
Honey.
Ahmad, what company has the slogan, don't leave home without it?
Hard to find them.
Rula, Hugh Jackman.
Time.
Okay.
Dang it.
Three
If I would have
for
got that
mine.
That was
Three for
American
me.
Express.
And
4 for Eric. Gee, I wonder who's in
So, Ahmad, you missed a shelf above a fireplace as a mantle.
Who knew that?
it. A lot of people.
That's like
People
it's a
who've been in the
mantle.
snow. I ain't never been in the
What do you
snow.
mean? It's in your house, honey. Every house has a mantle.
I don't know nothing
Is it
about
a
that.
fireplace?
That's okay.
I don't have a
Even
mantle
some
in my
apartments
studio.
have
He's in an apartment. He
fireplaces.
You
doesn't
don't
have
need that.
The
That was
mantle.
rigged.
Have you never heard of Christmas? You put your stockings on the mantle.
No, you put your stockings wherever you could pin them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you missed
was
that
that the
one,
only
and
thing
you
that-
missed American Express. Don't leave home without it.
Yeah, I didn't know that
And I
one.
missed. What was the one that I missed?
I
It was
don't
the
think
last one I got.
You didn't miss anything.
Brand's got a
did
lot
you?
of commercials.
No, you missed
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Like all those slogans.
Let's see.
Slogans.
I wanted to do some slogans this week.
Oh my God, what did I miss? It was the last one.
Inception, you got?
No, he got one.
50 Cent.
Yeah,
He
what was
reached-
his year?
2003.
Yeah, that
2003.
was
That
like,
song reached number one in 2003. You're off by like.
Well, I was thinking 2000. I don't
9
know.
years.
That's a baby year. So, mom amnesia.
This is tough because Rula has 2 victories this year, and Ahmad has 2 victories.
oh.
So who's in it right now?
I have to pick either. Oh man!
Who are you booting?
It's
I
obvious
like
who
to
you're going to boot, Eric.
But Rula's mom's birthday, and
Don't pull that card.
So who you picking?
I'm gonna pick Rula to go in the championship because their mom's birthday.
I knew that was coming. It's okay. I
Plus-
knew you were scared.
Plus, you get kind of cocky over there.
So you know what that means.
Oh, cocky. I'm
Ahmad's number one
confident in
fan,
myself.
Twan, will be on the list like, Ahmad, you got robbed. Eric, you're a jerk for kicking him out.
Ahmad,
Sorry,
it gives Eric more joy if he defeats me. So
Yeah, I know.
he's doing that
It's
for
okay.
me.
He's a little scared. It's okay. It's
All right.
okay.
Who goes
I say
first?
bring them both in. I don't care. I'll take them both
Oh,
out.
three-way
both.
championship. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'll bring 'em
Elimination
in.
chamber.
I mean, it was tied.
We can bring him in.
You do have that call as the leader.
No,
of the
no, no, no,
points.
no.
I don't mind bringing them in.
Oh.
We're not going to
What do
start
you
changing
want?
the rules.
Yeah, I says.
I say
That's not fair.
bring them both in.
Hey,
I'll take
I'm
them
down
both
for
on.
it.
He is cocky.
Whatever you want, I don't care.
I want them both
No,
in.
Rula and Eric could go if
I
you
want them
want.
both in.
Okay,
all right,
let's
let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go all three.
Remember,
Yeah,
if somebody
three.
somebody else wants to do this in the future, then you're setting
They
a
could do
precedent.
That'd be nice if you
Let's
want
do
to.
it. Let's
Okay,
switch it
we
up.
Nice
go
I am
all
today.
three of
All
us,
All right,
baby.
who went last? Who went
But I
last?
gotta
Cage
go,
match.
but I gotta go first.
Dang. I talked all that crap. I better win
Who
this.
went last?
Yep.
It would have been me going first. It was me and Eric because Ahmad had the last question, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Rula
then
goes
if
first.
Ahmad's in it,
All right, Rula goes
does
first.
Ahmad
then.
have the first question?
Nope.
No,
No.
it's Rula.
Ladies first. Rula.
Okay, so Rula, Eric, then Ahmad.
So no one can say I'm being a baby for once.
Oh, I'm
I'm
scared.
being nice today.
Oh, man.
For your
this is gonna
mom.
be-
This is
I know.
intense. I'm not
Mama
ready
Chrissy's
for
going to
this.
load you up with all the
All right, guys, let's
great
get this game
caviar
on
dip
the-
you can
But
handle.
if I
Get the
beat
show
you
on the
two
road.
in this, oh, you're gonna
Okay.
hear it.
All right.
Okay.
Go.
Here we
I
go.
don't
We're
win.
going to start with Rula in 3, 2, 1. Rula, Hugh Jackman played Jean Valjean in this musical.
Les Mis.
Eric, company that makes the iPhone.
Apple.
Ahmad, Caitlyn Jenner used to be this gold medalist.
Bruce Jenner.
Rula, leather coverings worn by cowboys to protect their legs.
Chaps.
Eric, famous Scientologist star of Mission Impossible.
Tom Cruise.
Ahmad, non-fungible tokens are better known by this term.
Coins.
Rula, he was Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory.
Jim Parsons.
Eric, Spanish word for afternoon nap taken during the hottest hours.
Siesta.
Ahmad, to wrinkle your forehead as a sign of being unhappy.
Furrowing your eyebrows.
Rula, this pop star who sang Umbrella was born in Barbados.
Rihanna.
Eric, circular metal band worn on your finger.
Ring.
Ahmad, star of Lessons in Chemistry, and she was Captain
Brie
Marvel.
Larson.
Rula, small bag sewn into your pants.
Pocket.
Eric, fictional character who stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
Robin Hood.
Ahmad, an arc of colors in the sky.
Time.
A rainbow.
Ooh, it's a tie. 5 for 5.
Tie.
Wow, it's a tie, Eric.
Yeah.
We're both my mom's favorite child.
Yes, we just walk away,
Okay.
right?
What was missed?
It was NFT.
Everything.
NFTs.
And he missed 2 after that, and I didn't write
He's a
down the
mod.
answers.
What happened there, buddy?
Hey, shut up.
Oh, it's about your crinkling forehead.
That's a
What is
frown.
frown?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
And then the
Yeah.
other
You
one. I
don't
don't know
crinkle
what he
your
did.
forehead when you frown?
That's more your mouth. I don't know why you did crinkle
That's why I was
forehead.
like,
That
Because I
wasn't-
your
literally
eyebrows.
pulled it out of Webster's dictionary. Jeez.
Happens to white people more, Ahmad.
Oh, okay, got you. That's why I don't
He
know.
always says black don't crack.
Yeah, she's cracking.
So that's what we need Botox.
Okay.
Anyway, now we're sudden death
Oh,
because
here we
it's
go.
a 5
Oh,
to
no.
5
What
tie.
else?
You got buzzed in with your name.
Okay.
All right?
God, no,
Yes,
sorry.
there's
Really
only
good
going to be.
question.
I gotta take off my
I'm going to tell you
jacket.
what the last word
take
is,
off my
and then you buzz in with your name.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll record it in case there's
If you get it wrong-
questionable.
I know. What else?
You have lost the game.
What just
we wearing bright
happened?
colors?
Rilla just tangled herself up.
Like she got attacked by spiders.
I just tried to take off my jacket and I got tied up in my headphones. Anyway.
All right.
Bogus.
Okay,
Okay.
what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we
After
doing?
you hear the word mobsters, you'll be able to buzz in with your
Mobsters.
name, all right? You cannot buzz in before.
Lobsters.
We already know the answer. Go.
All right, here we go. The question is a movie about Henry Hill and his fellow mobsters. Rula got in first.
The Untouchables.
No.
Goodfellas.
Eric wins.
Goodfellas.
How did y'all let that happen? How
Goodfellas.
did y'all let that
I
happen?
didn't know that mobster's name. I thought it was Untouchables. He totally wins on that. No regrets.
Oh, we will never hear the
No
end
regrets.
of this.
No regrets. I totally did not know. Sing it, baby.
An amazing voice.
Oh,
It's the
Teddy
Roula and Ryan Show.
Swims. Yes.
On 104.1 KRBE.
Wait, let's start that over podcast, Ryan. It's the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE because on podcast, it's different.
Oh, yes.
Can't be talking
it
at the end of a song on a podcast. It would just chop us right off.
So now it's
We
time for
definitely chop
Rula's
you off.
relationship roulette.
Yes.
It's probably sloppy. Our podcast does really well on Apple
It does.
Podcasts.
Uh-huh.
Those people probably hear and go, wow, this is really choppy.
So we'll start again.
Because we can't play anything with songs.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's all 3, 2, 1.
Ready? Here.
Silence. Here we go. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show in 104.1 KRBE. It's time for Roula's relationship roulette, kids.
Hey.
So today's topic is when did you know that your marriage was over? We're talking about marriages, not relationships, because with a marriage, some people might pause ending it because there's a lot involved. Kids, finances, homes, things like that, right? Legal ties together. If it's a long-term relationship, that's also difficult. However,
You can get out of that easier.
the same
get out of
sex
it
doesn't have to get
easier.
involved.
So it has to be really something
Although
big.
there are common law marriage laws in the state of Texas, but we're asking what was that breaking point? We're like, oh, that's it, it's done.
Yep.
It's done.
713-390-KRBE. We're going to Jordan first. We have a lot of texts I want to read too. Just real quick, can I throw this one up there? I was looking at Valentine's Day cards and I couldn't find one that I actually meant.
Oh, that's a good time to go.
That's when that person knew. This is not for me
over.
anymore. Wow. Okay, Jordan, hi. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hey, Jordan.
Fantastic.
Jordan?
Hello.
Hello. Okay, Jordan, how long were you married to this person? And then you're going to tell us when you knew it was over.
So we were together for 12 years, married for about 2.5 years,
Okay.
and I knew it was over when she moved. Well, I didn't realize right away, but in a savings account we had like $35,000, and I went to put money into it, and there was nothing in there, and I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, she
So
cleaned out
she's
your
like,
savings account.
one of our savings accounts. She moved into her, personal account. I'm like, Crystal, how come there's no money in this account? She said, well, I took it. And I'm like, time for
And
divorce.
what? She just
Yeah.
said like that. I took it.
Yeah.
What was she going to do with it? I mean, how bold is that? Like,
Well,
I took it.
Which, by the way, you're not allowed to do. So you report that to your lawyer immediately.
Well, if you're
not,
divorcing, but if you're just married,
You're not allowed to do that even then. They hire forensic
well,
accounting.
if you're married, you just move stuff around.
No, if you're married, she just moved it around.
Okay, they do hire. So yeah, I hired a very high-profile attorney, and yeah, when we went to the judge kind of blew it off because I'm a business owner, and he's like, "Yeah, there's a lot of money moving around here," so they didn't even at the end of the day when I paid her off and got we basically went to mediation. I paid her off, and I kept on saying to my attorney, "What about the $35,000 that she took?" And they're like, "Well, it was marital assets at the time. She can do whatever she wants with it."
See?
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying. When you're not
man.
divorced yet,
Yeah.
Oh,
or
my
going through
God.
If you're not divorced, it is not. Yeah, and she didn't have a job.
Wait, did
was a
she
stay-at-home
spend the
mom.
$35,000, Jordan, and it was gone, or it still existed and y'all couldn't split it?
Well, we never kind of pulled up. I had to sell a beach property to to pay for attorneys and stuff like that. So we never actually, at the end of the day, when it came to mediation, I kept on saying, what about this $35,000 you took at the beginning? And they're like, just, it was the marital asset, so you can't really do anything with it.
Wow.
So, Landy, unless you're actually hiding money, and, it's just, it is what it is. I mean, I never got it back. So, I mean, it went to attorneys, basically.
I'm sorry to hear
attorneys.
that. I
Attorneys
do
are gonna
know,
get that money.
that
Right.
when you when you file for divorce, usually they'll file a TRO, temporary restraining
Brian
order.
is an attorney, by the way. He's
No,
divorceguy.com.
I've been through divorce, and I remember what they did to prevent anybody from either the husband or the wife from making extravagant
But then
purchases
that happened, so
or
who-
pulling the money out.
So now really watch
You're
your
not allowed
money,
to do it.
people.
Yeah.
So I
That's
guess
scary.
because I thought even if you made we talked about slush funds yesterday, the woman who called and said she had a slush fund. I thought the slush fund, they say you're supposed to split that, but according to what Jordan went through, the judge was like, well, whatever.
He's like, you got money.
She's not
That's fine.
working,
That's
and
what
you
it kind of
that's
felt like.
That's exactly what
It's
it
almost
felt
like they
Right?
took
Yeah.
advantage of him because he had money.
They're like, okay, you're a successful businessman. Stop belly aching. It's just
Give her that
$35,000.
money.
Just
Yeah.
35,000.
Well, to most
who you
people,
are, that hurts,
that's
man.
the world. But they're, probably
did
looking at him being
Felt
wealthy.
that way. Yeah,
Wow,
for sure.
Jordan, thanks for telling
That
us your
sucks.
situation. I'm sorry that turned out for you. I hope things are moving on better in your life. 713-390-KRBE. Tara is up next. The question is, when did you know that your marriage was over? What was that moment? Hi, Tara.
Hi.
Hi.
This is the first time I'm calling in on the show.
Well, thank you for calling.
First time caller, long time listener. Oh, Tara.
Waka, waka, waka.
What's the prize you win? You just win airtime.
You get a hug.
You get a big Roula and Ryan Show hug. Tara, before you tell us what the moment was, how long were you married to this person that is the subject at hand? How long was your marriage before this moment?
10 years.
10
10
years.
years.
Okay.
That's a long
So what
time.
was the
4
moment?
kids.
4 kids.
Oh, wow.
They're all like a year apart.
Oh, wow.
And I'm such an overachiever. I grew 2 boys at once.
So funny. Twins.
But
Okay.
what was
so-
that moment when you said, it's over?
I caught him during COVID at dinner with my best friend. She's not my best friend anymore, obviously.
So you caught him at dinner, meaning you went to dinner with somebody else and happened to be in the same restaurant and found them together?
No, all the restaurants are closed. I was picking up sushi.
Uh-huh.
And I come into my sushi place next to my old work, and they're in the restaurant, just the 2 of them, and having like a romantic dinner.
Where did he tell you he was?
Oh, my God.
For him to be gone and to have that dinner, where did he tell you he was?
Oh, that he was working, but apparently he also didn't last long at that job because he wasn't showing up to work.
Oh
What did you do when you saw him? Did you take the wasabi and throw it in his eyes? Did you
Throw it in his eyes.
Smear it in his
throw
eyes.
the food down, or
did you
just walk
confront
away?
them right away?
Because some people don't confront.
No, I mean, what can you do? You just give them that look like, are you serious right now?
And your friend, what was the look you gave her? How did she treat you?
She looked more terrified, and she kind of was trying to hide behind him.
Oh, wow. So when he realized that
my
you
gosh.
saw him, did he oh, God, it's not what you think?
No, actually, I do remember. He goes, what's up?
What's
and
up?
Lily gives me the nod, and I
What's up?
just rolled my eyes and got my to-go food and left.
Oh, wow. But when he gets home,
So what's
Yeah,
happened?
he had to get home. After the dinner, he had to come home.
Yeah, what happened after that?
That was, we were already kind of fighting and everything, and I ended up filing for divorce the next week. But I took, for the longest time, he was like, what'd you do with all my buttons? And I had gone through and all the shirts that I had bought him, I went through and just took a few buttons from each of his shirts.
What is that called? That is so genius.
she
It's
cut off the
tiny things that
buttons.
drive you
I
crazy.
took all the batteries. I took all the batteries from the remotes too. And when I left, I gave him a bag, a gallon bag full of batteries, and I told him yeah, I did take your buttons, but I'm keeping them because you've been pushing mine for years.
Oh, yeah.
Tara,
Bam,
bam.
Is he with her now still? It's been, you said COVID, so this is 4 years ago.
Yeah, they're still together.
And you got kids, so your kids have to go over there and see her.
Natalie good with the kids, and I mean, I don't really trust the lady's moral values, but she is good to the kids. But I don't honestly. What he's done to me, he's doing to her. My daughter was actually at the grocery store the other day and randomly goes, "Mom, what's Bumble?" And I'm looking at her like, I have the cash register lady looking at me like, trying to judge me. And I'm like, "Oh no, honey, where did you see that?" Well, Daddy's on it all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Daddy's on Bumble all the time.
It's like
Oh,
she
man,
saw
from the
it.
mouths of babes.
It's called payback.
Oh, wow.
I just said, well, don't tell her. I'm sure that's just the way that him and his girlfriend can talk. So just ask her how she likes the app herself.
Oh,
Man.
Lord. What do we say?
Once a cheater, always
when
a cheater.
When you have the mistress turn into the wifey, you have now vacated the mistress spot.
And then
Boom, Bumble. Oh, my goodness, Tara. Well, I guess you could just sit back and be like,
we got a bunch more calls.
Can we come back to this?
Let's come
Yes,
back.
of
Right,
course.
let's come right back to it.
We have a lot of calls at 713-390-KRBE. Don't go anywhere. If you're standing by, we want to find out what was that moment that you knew that your marriage was over. It's Roula's Relationship Roulette
It's on fire today.
on 104.1 KRBE.
104.1 KRBE. Back to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Roula's Relationship Roulette.
Yes, you guys are on fire today with the phone lines totally full at 713-390 KRBE. We're talking about the moment you knew your marriage was over. And we're saying marriage versus long-term relationship because with a marriage, a lot of people will pause a divorce. They won't go all the way because they'll think, well, there's just a lot on the plate. We've got kids, we've got property, we've got house, we've got family.
This show is so much better than those podcast shows out there because they're just talking amongst themselves. We actually get listeners to call in and share awesome stories.
Well, the people that listen to the Roula and Ryan show are the real stars.
That's what's awesome.
You're bringing it, baby. Kim is up next, 713-390 KRBE. Good morning, Kim. Hello.
Oh, hi. Me, it's Cam. Hi, how are you?
Oh, Cam, I'm sorry.
Hey, sorry about that.
Love your show. No worries.
Thank you so much.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, you're welcome. So I was technically married 30 years,
Okay.
And it'd been rocky on and off. And he's not that he's a super bad person or whatever, just very non-emotional kind of person. Anyway, at year 28, I had joined like a singing group, and we were doing a hospice get-together and, singing songs. And the hospice people would get up and talk about their loved one they just lost. And this little old man got up, and he was talking about his wife and how he missed her cooking. He'd give anything for a last meal from her. And the look of heartbreak in his eyes that he had lost his partner, the other half. And it dawned on me, I had never seen that look in my husband's eyes.
Wow, 28 years of marriage.
Yeah.
Never.
Maybe when we were first married, like on our wedding day, but that was pretty much it. And even his father, who was a very, very non-emotional man, when his wife's father was dying, and they came over to our house, and his wife had broken down in tears, and you could see the look in his eye like he didn't know how to comfort her, and he was just so stressed. And it's like, it's okay, I've got this.
Can I ask you
Even
really
him.
quick, when you told him it was over, what kind of emotion did he show then?
Oh, did he?
Well, I mean, not particularly. He just kind of, he's like, you couldn't see it coming. It's like, the kids and I came to visit you because he was working in a different city. And I said, we came to visit you. You didn't even take time off from your job to spend with us. You said it was going to take you a whole week to clean your place after we left. You just,
You're better off alone then.
He's a bad guy.
But so he didn't really care that you decided to end the marriage?
Not particularly, no. And when we had talked about maybe reconciling a year or two later before we had officially divorced, he was like, well, I'm already worried about you getting sick, and I'm going to have to take care of you, and I'm, trying to get set up for retirement.
You made the right call.
Holy smokes, Cam.
Yeah, you're better off without
I'm
him.
so glad that Cam called in because it's not all like the stereotypical, I found him with another person.
Yeah.
I found evidence of a cheat. I found this. Cam's example is what she realized when the man who lost his wife was so lovingly talking about that wife, and she realized her own husband has never talked about her like that, and look at him. Oh, well, you might get sick, and I really want to do retirement. Okay, listen, on the note of Cam's topic, we got a text that I got to read you guys before it flashes too fast, and I don't even know if it's too late because I read it off the air when we were in the commercial break. What is with men who just cannot care? They just cannot care. We have a texter who was told she had 6 months to live. In a nutshell, I'll just read it because we've gotten so many texts. She found out she had 6 months to live. and he was unfazed by this. She had a transplant last year where there's a very slim chance of her making it through the transplant. He was not there for her at all. Their teenage daughter had to get her through the transplant.
Oh, my God.
And then finally she was just like, okay, I'm going to divorce you. And then he started freaking out, crying about, oh, please, please, please. And then back to just, I don't care about you. I can't understand this. I don't understand this.
It's in sickness and in health. You're there for your mate. If they're not there for you when you need them the most,
get the hell out.
Get out.
Because there is somebody out there. I don't care how old you are.
Will care and will be by your side. And not look at it as an obligation,
right,
but as a privilege.
Yeah, this is what you're doing. This is the person you love. Let me go 713-390-KRBE. When did you know that your marriage was officially over? What happened in your life that was the thing? Debbie's up next, if I can get her call to come up. Hi, Debbie. Good morning.
Hey, Roula. How are you?
Great. How many years were you married before the incident happened that made you realize it's over?
30 years.
Wow, 30 years.
Another one that's...
What was that moment, though, where you said, I got to get out?
Well, there's a little story in front of that is I was 15 years old when I married this man, and he turned 22 on the day we got married. My dad signed for me to get married. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, we were married for 30 years. He never really kept a permanent job. I kind of did all the supporting of the family and raising the kids and all of that. But, I took a vow and I wanted it to work. So we stayed for 30 years. So one day I'm sweeping in the kitchen, cleaning the house, and I see a little piece of paper on the floor. And I pick it up to make sure it's nothing important. And it's a note. And it says, hey, Kim, how would you like to have lunch today? So right then and there, I was like, okay, I'm going to clean more than the floor. So I cleaned the whole house.
So you found a slew of evidence.
That sucks.
Yeah. And so I confronted him, and first he lied and said she was a young girl. She was 21. He was 40-something. And she was having a bad relationship with her boyfriend, that he was beating her, and that she was taking care of her mom, and he was just trying to make her feel.
We've heard this on Roses for 20 years.
I'm just there for her. She needs help.
He's a hero.
She's going through a rough time.
Debbie, you don't understand. I'm the only person she can come to, Debbie.
Yeah.
It's nothing bad, Debbie.
Why wouldn't he tell you then, right?
Oh,
If you're just helping somebody out.
Yeah.
So how soon after that was it over, Debbie? Like officially, like he didn't try to like hold on, say, don't divorce me, or he was just like, okay, I'll go be with this girl.
Well, before I bought his story at first, and I let it go because I wanted, I didn't want my children coming from a divorced home. And we had our one daughter left that was going to graduate. So it was about 4 or 5 years. Wow. And we just kind of started growing apart because I couldn't get over it. I knew in my heart, and he never admitted it until about 4 or 5 years later, and we started, I was like, I'm done with you, and so he finally admitted it, and then he cried and begged, and I'm so sorry, and it was only less times than you could count on one hand. It didn't mean anything, and so I've remarried since then, and I'm going on 20 years with the second one, and so it's been fun. Marriage is not an easy thing, and it does take two.
Well, and also your example, Debbie, you were with somebody for 30 years. A lot of people after 30 years are like, that's it, I'm done. I'm just never going to marry again.
Just found somebody.
But you found somebody else. You've been there over 20 years.
You didn't let him tarnish the concept of marriage.
That's really good.
That's true. I mean, it's a good situation to be in if both of you are willing to work at it. And if you're not, then, but you figure I'm 67 years old. So 50 years of my life, dedicated it to taking care of someone and trying to make that work.
Hopefully they're taking care of you, your new husband.
He's not new anymore. It's 20 years.
Yeah, but newer.
Second.
I mean, that's all he's caring about. He's like, I just got to get to 31 years. I got to beat the other guy.
Beat the other guy's record.
That's how competitive Eric is. It's not just the rapid fire quiz where he wants to win. He wants to make sure there's nobody better than him. How many times has
Because the day I die, I want her to talk about my husband of 31 years, not my second husband of 30 years.
It's not about the time. It's about the quality.
This is so awkward.
It's about the man who stood by your side.
You can say there's... it's 4 years, but we went on vacation to all these things for 4 years, or my other husband for 25 years.
But are you going to think about 30 years of crap, or are you going to think about 20 years of excellence?
I'm thinking about the other people, like kids and stuff.
Right.
The people that go to the funeral.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
You're going to be dead, and you won't even be there to know.
Oh, I'll be there.
He's
Remember, when I die, you guys are all drinking my bourbn. Nothing stays.
I will mix it with
Everything must
A&W
go.
root beer.
I don't care.
I can't wait.
You do whatever you have to. Just don't let her new husband get it.
Ryan Show on KRBE. With
I'll sell
what's
it to
going
him.
down in H-Town.
Oh, God.
All right, today is Armed Forces Appreciation Day at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. So it honors actively serving U.S. military members and offers free admission to them and their families. Now, it does not include access to Rodeo Houston or the concert. Just get you onto the grounds. It also applies to seniors over the age of 60 and children under the age of 12. So you can all get onto the grounds for free today.
Cool.
Now, we've been talking about the allergies. It's very typical for Houston to have high pollen in late February to early March.
Time to water hose down the patio, all that yellow pollen
Right
dust.
now, what you're seeing is cedar pollen, and that's coming from the hill country. So they say, and this is on Click to Houston. There's a whole article. There's an article about how you can avoid these allergy attacks. They say take your allergy medication daily, but when you come inside, change your clothes and shower off any pollen. And keep in mind that your dog has been tracking that stuff all throughout the house. Probably want to bathe your dog more often.
Your shoes, too.
Oh, yeah, your shoes. That's why you should take your shoes off and leave them
Oh, yeah.
at the back door or
well,
wherever you leave.
Are you the type of person that ever lays on the carpet to watch TV or lays on the ground to watch TV? Or are you always on the couch?
I'm not 7 anymore, so no.
Both elbows.
Plus, the TV
Hands
when we were
holding up your
children
hand.
was more on the
Cereal?
floor level. Now it's like above fireplaces.
Yeah, it used to be
and
it was a piece of furniture on the floor.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was
a
more
gigantic
eye
piece
level.
of
You
furniture.
were not that far off of it from the floor.
Now I
Now
gotta
you're like
really look
the
at
front
it.
row of the movie theater if you do that.
And it was like 27 inches of the Zenith TV.
You're
I
thinking,
thought, I was a
whoa,
baller.
that
Hey,
is
man,
baller.
I won a 32-inch Magnavox from 104 KRBE for the Friends reunion. The Friends premiere party. My sister did anyway. but
32 inches.
That was the big TV, the 32-inch
And those things are big. Remember how the
Magnavox.
back part of it was so
It was
big?
so heavy.
because there's a tube television.
And you know where we put it, Eric, when they showed up with it from promotions in my mom's house? On top of the furniture TV.
Yep, that's perfect.
No way. You set it
Oh,
on
of
top
course
of
we
another
did.
TV?
We were getting a brand new TV from a radio station. I was like, hey,
You don't have a special table for it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have a
because you
special
got to
table
buy
for
like
it.
an entertainment center to put it on.
So my mom just put a tablecloth over the furniture TV, and that was the new TV stand for the new KRBE TV.
We had a television where on one side you could lift a lid and there was a record player on it. And I think
Damn,
on the
you
other
guys are
side.
rich.
Oh, no.
Your dad flew planes and this?
No,
baller, man.
This was a hand-me-down.
The
Roaring 20s?
That's the dance y'all do, like
Oh, yeah.
a jitterbug in your living room.
He's doing the sock hop with his mom.
You do realize
He's like
that would,
Ralphie. He's on the floor listening
that
to the
would make
radio.
me over 100 years old.
This is the Lone Ranger?
That would be 120 years old.
Son of a biscuit.
Fudge.
Okay, if y'all missed what happened on Closure today, by the way, we're going to let you hear that because Molly came to us looking to see what happened to Ricky. Did he fall into a tree shredder?
Did you lose her number?
Did he just fall off a cliff
Is that a
somewhere?
song?
Where is he? I don't know. Is it a song?
Yeah.
Ricky, don't lose my number.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's a song.
Wow, you
I don't
don't
know.
ever call me old. That song's from the 70s.
No,
My mom and dad
I thought that was
listened
the
to
80s.
I just have Jenny or
You're
the
thinking
number
of,
857-5309.
Don't lose my number.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, my mom and dad
We have to
listened
move
that.
on because
Steely
Sam's
Dan?
arm is tired from
Yep.
waving us off. We're late. Okay, bye-bye. Let's go to the next break.